Hello friends, welcome to the Block Thrasher Daily Morning Crypto Update, where we are shattering the complexities of crypto with news, commentary, analysis, and education. My name is Justin Cummins. It is March 23rd, and today I've got to talk about THETA. Been talking to you guys about THETA a lot of late, and last night THETA catapulted itself into the top 10 cryptocurrencies, pushing Litecoin down to number 11. THETA is now number 10. THETA absolutely killing it, and I am really happy to see this. This is a good thing. THETA is now emulous of YouTube. Emulous is our word of the day. EMULOUS, emulous. What does it mean? It means desirous of equaling or excelling. It's no secret that we need an alternative to YouTube. YouTube is a phenomenal platform that has given many creators an opportunity to monetize their work, their hard work. However, being centralized as it is, it's subject to discriminatory action at times. Content creators have been demonetized, deplatformed. And in addition to that, users are giving away their information with their viewing habits and not really getting much benefit other than the ability to watch the videos that they watch. However, with THETA, users can actually earn T-Fuel, which is becoming increasingly valuable every day as the price continues to rise. With THETA, there's two tokens. There's the THETA token and there's T-Fuel. And T-Fuel is the token that you earn simply by watching videos on the platform. THETA is number 10 at $11.70. When I first introduced THETA to you all, it was on March 8th. I went back to look. I wanted to be certain about this. March 8th. It's now March 23rd. It was $4.34 that morning. Now it's $11.70. It's had an incredible run. Great to see. T-Fuel, I'm just scrolling down in the market cap to see where T-Fuel is also had a nice run up, just like the THETA token. T-Fuel is up 33.42% in the last 24 hours, up 27% on the week. It is now 47 cents. So guys, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to include the link to my channel. Now, I've only got one video up there. Currently, you can only upload one video a week. And so I've uploaded the video from March 8th when I first talked about THETA. They're going to change that, obviously. Later on, you'll be able to upload more videos. What you can do is you can live stream to the platform. So in the future, I will be live streaming all of the daily morning updates and everything else to the THETA platform. I'm just not in a place right now. As I've mentioned to you, I'm traveling across the country. I'm using my Verizon hotspot phone to upload everything. I just can't stream live currently. I wish I could, but I can't. But what I can do is I can upload one video a week to THETA. But here's what I'm asking you to do. Go to theta.tv, get an account. There's other good content creators out there. I think BitBoy Crypto is on there, Crypto Crow, some of the other really well-known cryptocurrency content creators. You can follow those guys. But what I'm asking you to do is go to theta.tv, sign up for an account. You'll get a THETA wallet. You can start earning T-Fuel by watching videos. Why not? This is incredible. This is awesome. And then you can support content creators like me. And so I'm asking you to go there and follow me. Even though there's not much content there yet, just do that. Help support what I'm doing here. And get ready for, when I will be able to here, hopefully soon, start putting videos out on and doing live streams even. And we can even do some fun stuff later on down the road where we'll do some like Ask Me Anything sessions. We'll do some live streams. You can go in there. There's a chat. We'll be able to talk back and forth. And we're just going to build that as we build the Block Thrasher community. And we're going to use THETA to do it for sure. It would be phenomenal to see THETA become emulous with YouTube, to either equal or maybe even excel. Wouldn't that just be, it's a win-win for everybody to see a blockchain-driven, decentralized cryptocurrency driven content creators getting paid in T-Fuel, users being able to tip in T-Fuel. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. So let's do it. Let's get on board. All right. Moving on to the market. Let's take a look at what's happening with cryptocurrency prices. It hurts right now. There's a lot of red. I mean, it's, I was thinking about it earlier. This is sort of like a day trader's dream, what's going on in the market right now. There's not any massive volatility. We're not seeing anything get hit. We're not having any kind of like super black days or major drops. It's just volatile, but it's a low level of volatility. It's up 5%, down 5%, up 3%, down 3%, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what it's been. But it's really, if you zoom out, it's just sideways movement. There's consolidation. Clearly, whales taking profit. And so actually, overall, it's not a bad thing. It's not like we're getting hit really hard. However, it is red, mostly across the board today, except for those few outliers. Bitcoin is currently $55,530.02. It's down 3.21% in the last 24 hours. Almost no movement on the week. In terms of total market capitalization, 1.731. That's down from 1.8 trillion. So we're seeing money is being pulled. There's some money being pulled out of the market. But again, nothing all that serious. Bitcoin's dominance is dropping just ever so slightly, but still interesting, to 59.8%. And Ethereum's at 11.4%. That's also dropped a little bit. Hey, there's good news with Ethereum. Gas prices are down. 111 Gwei for standard, 105 for slow. Wow, that's the lowest we've seen in quite some time. Speaking of Ethereum, it is now $1,716.96, down 3.83% in the last 24 hours. Down almost exactly the same, 3.89% on the week. Little bit rough for Ethereum at the moment. Binance Coin holding the number 3 spot at $262.54. Cardano went on sale. I think I saw it as low as $1.11 last night sometime, or yesterday at some point. Holding the number 4 spot, technically, if you pull out Tether, obviously on CoinMarketCap, still listed as number 5. It's up 12.73% on the week, but it's down in the last 24 hours, almost 1%. Good buying opportunity for Cardano. Good buying opportunity across the board, actually. It is interesting. Cardano is interesting because we are seeing this trend. Like if you were to go back and look at the CoinMarketCap, which I do every day, and this is why I think part of the reason I've picked up on some of these things, but Cardano is significantly more stable than most of the other top 10 coins. It just doesn't go up and down as much, the percentage wise. And then every so often, occasionally, it'll have a huge pump. But definitely more stable. Polkadot is down 4.96%. It is currently $35.43. XRP is down 2.44%. It is now 57 cents. And we've got to talk about XRP today because there's some good news, some objectively good news for XRP. And the reason it's important, especially important, is because like XRP or not, good news for XRP is actually good news for the entire cryptocurrency space. And that's why we're going to continue to watch it. Personally, I'm not a fan of XRP. Primary reason being, I don't particularly like to pad the pockets of founders. And the XRP founders, Ripple Labs, Jed McCaleb, the other guys over there, they all held a massive amount of the token that they were given at launch, and they've continued to dump, especially Jed McCaleb, dumping. And they still hold, like, I'd have to go check the actual number, but it's very high, like 70% of the supply or something like that. And so they can just obliterate the thing at any point in time by dumping, or over time. Maybe some of it's locked up and to be released. It's been a while since I looked at the details. I should do that again. But I just know that from the very beginning, never felt particularly comfortable with that. However, it has some technological advantages, speed and other type of things, but nothing that's so proprietary or so unique that there aren't other cryptos that are emulous, that equal or outperform XRP. Anyway, we'll do a deep dive on XRP sometime with the history of it. It'd be interesting. No doubt, there's a lot of interest. It's just interesting things there and drama surrounding the token. And it was number 3 for, a very long time. A couple of years, if not. Uniswap was looking really, was doing quite nicely this week, up 15.13%, but now taking a hit a little bit as well. Less than 1% though, down. It is currently $33.61. Litecoin suffering, down 3.94%, down 6% for the week, $188.04. Theta, we already mentioned Theta, killing it. Theta has a really legitimate use case. And so obviously we know that YouTube is massively, massively profitable for Google, as is Twitch, right? These centralized platforms that provide the same services essentially. So there's potential there for sure. Not going to make any predictions on where the things are going to go, but Theta can be a little bit difficult to purchase for U.S. citizens at the moment. It is not available on Binance US. Found that out yesterday, helping one of the thrashers who was trying to pick up some Theta. You might have to use a VPN. It is on Binance Global, BitThumb, KuCoin. KuCoin might be one where you'll be able to pick that up. It's on Huobi, OKX, a bunch of other as well, Upbit. So, Gate.io, Coinbazaar, Hotbit. Unfortunately, it's not listed on Binance US, but now that it's broken into the top 10, we're probably going to see it become available on some of the other platforms. I would not doubt at all that that's going to happen here soon, shortly. Okay. Oh, jumping back to the market. I think we were just about to wrap up what is happening with the cryptocurrency prices today. Let's just scroll down quickly on CoinMarketCap and see if we have any other standout. IOTA. Sometimes said IOTA is pumping. It is up 13.51% in the last 24 hours to $1.64, up 22.96. Now they're trying to, for the longest time, IOTA's primary purpose has been IoT, the Internet of Things, but they're trying to transition away from that just a little bit. And so some of the new direction could be what is helping with some of this pump. Other than that, I'm not aware of much news regarding IOTA and why it might be pumping. Of course, Theta Fuel is the other outlier. We already mentioned it, up 34.75%. It's now at number 40. Be interesting. Boy, at number 40, pumping in a bloody red, not bloody, but down market. Yeah, this is one to watch. Obviously, with its parent token already in the top 10, T-Fuel, Theta, number 40. My guess, again, I don't like to make predictions, but I'll bet you we're going to see that token continue to climb in terms of market cap. So keep an eye on that one. T-Fuel. All right. Moving on to the news items of the day. Our first story is this XRP situation. XRP price surged 12% following positive news in the Ripple SEC case. Okay, here it is. Let's dive deep. Let's just get into the details here. And see, there's a couple of things in this story that are really positive for XRP and the entire cryptocurrency space. Positive news emerged for Ripple late last week as the blockchain giant looks to get relisted on U.S. coin exchanges. In an historic SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs, a judge involved in the discovery process acknowledged XRP's viability as both a currency and a utility. Wow, that's big. This is a federal U.S. judge acknowledging that XRP is viable as both a currency and a utility. That's a little bit different than what we've typically seen, as most cryptos have been declared to be assets rather than currencies for taxation purposes, I believe, from the IRS. In the same hearing, the SEC admitted that only Ripple and its affiliates are capable of illegally soliciting securities. Could this open the gateway for relisting? So that's important there too. This statement, the SEC itself, the SEC obviously bringing the charge against Ripple, the Security Exchange Commission, admitted that only Ripple and its affiliates are capable of illegally soliciting securities. So that would indemnify, if that's the case, the exchanges. So that is why that might open the door for relisting, because the SEC is basically making it clear, look, we're not going to go after the exchanges for illicitly offering or illegally soliciting securities. Huge sigh of relief if you're an exchange, and sort of a green light to relisting Ripple. Judge Sarah Netberm of the Southern District Court of the United States characterized XRP exactly how Ripple lawyers characterize it, as both a currency and a utility. If Ripple successfully argues its native coin is a currency and not a security, the entire case unravels. It appears that Judge Netberm is nearing that conclusion. Since the December 22nd press release of the SEC's lawsuit, XRP has been dropped from every major U.S. crypto exchange. Despite that, Ripple continues to grow in other markets like Asia. So here's the second thing. There's two major things that we see in this story that are really, really huge. And number one is that we've got some U.S. federal judges indicating that XRP is a currency and a utility, which is really huge for the crypto space in total. And then number two is this last issue that was just noted, is that despite Ripple just taking this huge hit, $15 billion loss in total market cap, it continues to grow in Asia. And this is one of the things about crypto that isolates it from potentially destructive forces or events caused by regulatory agencies of any given country, even the United States. It has been incredible to see. It's been incredible to watch, actually, XRP's resiliency, XRP's strength in the midst of the founders being targeted by the SEC every day, many days. We jump on, we look at the market cap, we look at the prices. XRP got nailed initially, but then climbing back, and this largely due to the fact that it's growing in other markets in Asia. Obviously, the holders there, they don't really care much about what the US SEC has to say. And now that the XRP blockchain and the token is out in the wild, they're going to use it. Notably, Netburn, the judge here, who's not the primary judge on the case, is assisting. This judge, Netburn, is assisting and consulting the case in the discovery and mediation process. However, if the judge Netburn acknowledges XRP's applicable use as a currency before an asset, it would boost the odds of Judge Annalisa Torres, the primary judge, in siding with Ripple. In a video published Saturday, attorney Jeremy Hogan, who is not involved in the case, commented, "If I'm Ripple, I'm feeling pretty good that my mediator and consulting summary judgment judge just said on the record what I essentially argued in my pleadings." Hogan also noted the SEC's response to Judge Netburn's question about the sale of illegal securities. Would users be liable? The SEC responded that only Ripple and its affiliates under Section 4 of the Securities Act would be responsible for the sale of illegal securities. The statement alone does not permit popular U.S. exchanges like Coinbase and eToro to reinstate XRP, but it does initiate a potential pathway. Ripple needs a final ruling as a viable currency or, at the very least, legal security. To achieve that goal, it is necessary to convince the judge and jury that XRP functions as a currency first and a utility second. In any case, following the reports, the price of XRP reacted positively, adding around 12% to its dollar value. All right, moving on to the number one marketer of Bitcoin and of cryptocurrency currently. Do you know who the most prominent cryptocurrency marketer is? Do you know who is driving more adoption and more people into the safe haven refuge of Bitcoin than any other person or entity? That would be the United States President, Joe Biden. Bitcoin price eyes more explosion as Biden considers new $3 trillion package. $3 trillion. You know, when we started, when the coronavirus, the 1984 virus started, the United States was only like somewhere between 16, 17, 18, I forget the exact number, but it was in the teens, high teens % of total US debt. By the end, we were at 26 trillion. Joe Biden's been in office very short while. We've already passed a 2.7, whatever it was, plus trillion. Now we're talking about another 3 trillion. We're very soon going to be into the high 30s, if not 40s, in terms of trillion, in terms of U.S. debt. Bitcoin investors keen to profit from Joe Biden's presidency have received another bullish update from the Oval Office, a $3 trillion government spending package. According to two sources in the White House, Mr. Biden is considering a plan from his top advisors to boost infrastructure, clean energy, childcare, and education with another stimulus. Okay, so infrastructure, clean energy, childcare, and education, probably mostly government employees and government jobs, possibly then. We're not talking about another stimulus check or stimmy check going out to everybody. That could be slightly less inflationary than the stimmy checks were, but still very inflationary. And it's $3 trillion. So The additional fiscal support, which follows the U.S. president's $1.9 trillion coronavirus aid, would address structural insufficiencies affecting the U.S. economy. Okay, I think I might have misspoke earlier and said that this last package was 2.9. It is 1.9 trillion. Posting on Twitter, the White House press secretary said, relief is headed out the door thanks to the American Rescue Plan, and the president is focused on building our economy back better. And ideas he talked about on the campaign trail, from investing in infrastructure to caregiving to making sure the tax code rewards work and not wealth. Yeah. There's a little signal, crypto investors. Boy, it'll be interesting to see what happens if there's any change to the capital gains, both short-term, long-term. President Biden's focus will be on jobs and making life better for Americans. She added he considers a range of options, scopes, and sizes of plans, and will discuss with his policy team in the days ahead. Still, speculation is premature, given the president does not plan to lay out additional details this week. Does this mean that there is another Bitcoin boom on the cards? The cash injections, coupled with the ongoing money supply increases from the Federal Reserve, which is also happening, expect to increase inflation, lifting appeal for hedging assets like Bitcoin. More tailwinds for the cryptocurrency could appear as the U.S. Central Bank remains committed to tolerating inflation above 2%. And that's the doctored inflationary number. That's not the real inflationary number. If you look at how the CPI index is done and the changes that have been made over the years, it's become more dynamic. So the thought being, well, if a certain commodity that people use, let's say, beef becomes expensive, they'll buy chicken instead, and we're just going to pull out the expensive items and put in the currently cheaper items, because that's how people behave. And however, the cold hard truth is that many of the items that are and then on top of that, many of the items that are truly inflationary aren't even accounted for. Not truly inflationary, that are truly needed. The items that you can't go without, that you have to have to survive, are the more inflationary items. And so you go to places like Shadowstat and others who used more accurate old school style tracking to determine inflation. Inflation is much greater than the 2%, or much more significant than is reported in the CPI. And so, the Fed, though, has made it clear and has stated we're fine with inflation, more inflation. What does that mean for crypto? Rising prices against the dollar. The Fed maintains benchmark lending rates near zero and wants to keep them intact until 2024. Bitcoin does well in an ultra-low rate environment because it pressures the dollar lower. For instance, the US dollar index, a barometer to gauge the greenback's strength against a pool of top foreign currencies, declined more than 12% from its March 2020 top after the Fed launched its super low interest rate policy. The same period saw Bitcoin's rate against the dollar surge by more than 1,500%. Therefore, if the dollar falls, U.S. stocks bought and sold in the currency would be worth less to foreign investors. Corporates with massive cash piles would also face declines in the value of their balance sheet. Bitcoin could emerge as an insurance asset for entities looking to offset the dollar devaluation risks. It's interesting. I'm in a Facebook group for entrepreneurs, and someone today was posting, "Hey guys, help. I need ideas. How do I protect my cash flow? How do I, against the coming inflation?" He was concerned, very concerned. This is not a crypto person, because he's asking, people are throwing out, well, Ray Dalio and his book, Precepts, talks about doing this with ETFs and mutual funds and this, that, and my response, I didn't respond, but my response would have been, I was just too busy getting ready this morning. My response would have been, it's called Bitcoin, my friend. He was saying, I need something highly liquid so to just put my cash in so that I can protect my cash flow and not have to worry about it. And, I was thinking other people in the group's response probably be, well, Bitcoin's volatile, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, sure. Bitcoin market could fall out. I don't think it will at this point in time. Things are just, it's the digital gold. We've talked about this often with the institutionals coming in. Again, I don't like to try to make predictions. But I don't see the crash. I don't see what happened in 2017 happening again. And that's because of the fundamental analysis of what's driving this run in this market now, rather than what was causing the hype. The last time we saw that, when Bitcoin ran up to 20,000 and the market was at the top, so much hype rather than real adoption. It was sort of like the .com bubble, where people were just throwing up some kind of website, we're going to sell pet food, and crazy valuations occurring with no connection to the actual underlying fundamentals of the business and profitability of the business. And there's some of that going on in the market today. Sure, always is, always will be, but far, 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 far less. Even Jim Cramer, CNBC's Jim Cramer, says Bitcoin is the best insurance against a post-COVID boom. In other government news from around the world, India is considering a ban on IP addresses of cryptocurrency exchanges. It'll be interesting to see how long this lasts with India. India, one of those. India's a country. I've been there a couple of times, spent some decent amount of time there. There was a lot of really good things happening in India. Rapid growth, well-educated populace. If you don't know, if you've never been there, when you go to India, there are 100-year-old British trains that are still transporting Indians across the country. These trains are incredible because the engineering, they're just a testament to the British engineering. Very, very old and still running phenomenally well. But they also have one of the sort of legacies of the British occupation was that their educational system that was left by the English was really, really good. And so you have a lot of very smart, very well educated, well disciplined. When I was there, it was interesting because we went into one of the schools and we saw the children being taught, and it was reminiscent of decades ago here in the US, because these children were really well behaved, and there was a Twitch hanging on the wall, and if the kids got out of line, they got a whack. But they were very strong in the fundamental, in the reading and writing and arithmetic. And so obviously we see a lot of really great programmers coming out of India, doctors, and the country was sort of ripe for to emerge out of the third world status, and in many ways, in many places has done that. But of late, the government has just taken a turn in the wrong direction and become more draconian and more, dictatorial. And we're seeing moves in that direction still. And this is an example. India considering a ban. So what's going to happen is the people over there are smart, and they're going to circumvent it. They're going to use VPNs to continue to buy and sell and trade. They're going to use BISC. They're going to use the peer-to-peer platforms to buy and sell and trade. It's not going to work. And it's counterintuitive for India. Why would they not want to jump into a rapidly expanding market, a space with technology that can lift up their people? So we'll see. Sort of in an opposite direction, the Nigerian central bank has clarified that Nigerians can freely trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. According to a report by Nigerian news outlet today.ng, the CBN, or the Central Bank of Nigeria, says that a directive it released last month to financial institutions should not be interpreted as an outright ban on the use of crypto assets. So good news for Nigeria. Moving in the right direction. Okay, friends, thank you so much for your time. I am going to put the Theta links in the description. So if you're on YouTube or if you're listening on one of the podcast platforms, please just take a moment and click through on that. And I think it's a follow. Yeah, let's look at that. Theta.tv. Just hit the follow button. It will take you to the Block Thrasher channel on Theta.tv. You can hit the follow button and just get ready. Get ready to go earn some T-Fuel, for crying out loud. Go watch some of the videos that are on there. Watch some of the live streams. All right, I hope you have a phenomenal day. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Remember, it's always a great day to earn crypto. Sorry for my phone dinging us. It's just letting me know that Theta is up another 4.7% to 1176. Okay, friends, talk to you soon. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Bye.